Here's how you can become confidence inspiring, and I'm going to give you some examples. There's a manner of being, which I talk a lot about, which is to be confidence inspiring, to inspire confidence with other people. It doesn't mean that you're motivational to other people or that you help them develop confidence in themselves. That could be a byproduct though. But to be confidence inspiring is to inspire confidence in other people, in their confidence in you. The definition of inspired is to help fill someone with the feeling of or to do something. Confidence is what you can rely upon to be true. When you're confident in something, it's because you can rely upon it to be true. You're confident that when you step on a gravel, that you won't sink into a sinkhole. That's confidence. Things like that people make up, they say, oh, I'm confident. They're just bolstering their aggrandization of themselves. They're aggrandizing their sensation of their identity or themselves. They're faking confidence. But things you can rely upon to be true, they're just true. You don't need to develop confidence. You have confidence. Do you understand the distinction, the huge difference? So going back, when I talk about you inspire others, you inspire confidence into other people, what you're doing is you're filling them with the feeling of confidence in you. You inspire confidence, you inspire them to have confidence in you that they can rely upon to be true. This means that you inspire them to rely that what you talk about is real and true, that who you say you are is who you actually are, that there is no doubt in their mind that what you talk about is real and true. And one thing to inspire confidence in other people is to just be yourself. And this in turn, remember how I talked about in the beginning that when you inspire confidence into other people, you actually also inspire their developing confidence in themselves. Because when you are yourself around people, they can't help but feel also that they can be themselves around you. Hey, this person is not bullshitting. I can be myself around this person. We don't have to play games around this person. Watch my video on playing games, because a lot of playing games is social, and a lot of playing games is psychological also. When you get rid of that bogosity, you really inspire confidence into other people, inspire them to be confident in themselves also, for them to be themselves. So let me give you an example of inspiring confidence into other people. Now, this is a channel on open relationships, so I'll give you that example. Remember how we talked about the other day, you have to KWTF WYTA when you are inspiring confidence into other people about your perspective on open relationships. Because at some point, you're going to have to talk about your perspective on relationship. And if you want them to be confident in themselves as a byproduct, but foremost, be confident in you, that you know how to guide them into this whole open relationship arena, realm of life, of relationship, you have to KWTF WYTA, which stands for know what the fuck you're talking about. Because that will inspire confidence in them. When you're selling stuff, when you're communicating and conveying onto other people a product which you know will be good for them, well, you have to KWTF WYTA. So you can inspire confidence in them that you know how to guide them, you know what you're talking about, and they can rely upon what you're saying is true. They're not some bullshit sleazy car salesman. For car salesmen, I respect you. There's some good car salesmen out there. I used to be a car salesman. So you have to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, and the truth is good enough. The truth is fantastic, it's wonderful, it's tremendous, It's amazing. And this comfort within your conveying the truth is incredibly powerful because people are incredibly intuitive. Some people you might be able to bullshit, but they have some feeling underlying their emotions that they know that what you're saying is not real. You might as well, because especially with women who are incredibly intuitive socially, they've evolved to do so, that you tell the truth. Because either they're going to find out later anyway. And if you're talking about relationships in particular, they're really going to find out later anyway, and they're going to punish you for it by making you be the person that you said you would be. Better to tell the truth. So, one aspect of KWTF, WYTA, when it comes to open relationships, as a for example, what do you need to talk about to know inside you, to know in your heart of hearts, so to speak, when it comes to communicating about open relationships? Well, you have to know these three things, the three fundamental key aspects of open relationships. And this could be a lesson for you as well on communicating open relationships. People think that open relationships mean, and this is important for you to convey this and to know this, people think that it means open door or open zipper, which in other words, it means that you just get to be with other people or to just fuck around or to not be serious in your relationship. But nothing could be further from the truth. Because my perspective of open relationship is that an open relationship is the only format of relationship which can facilitate these three things you can't find in any other closed format of relationship. And remember, even other people who practice open relationships don't even know this, because they are practicing open relationship as an escapism, form of escapism, from things that they don't want to pursue or be obligated to in relationships. So that's not a good way to practice relationships in general. But if you were to begin with the premise, forget the word open relationship for a minute, and if you were to begin with the premise of three fundamental aspects of happy relationships. Number one, unconditional love, which is your genuine wanting for your beloved's happiness intrinsically to your own happiness. The same happiness you want for yourself, you want that for them. Non-judgmental acceptance, you're recognizing and appreciating the person for who they are. If they're going to be women, they'll do women things. If they're a man, they'll be into man things. If they're a tiger, for example, you're not going to turn them into a big despondent house cat. If they're a tiger, they're going to do tiger things. And they're going to be independent felines. Number three, open communication. Your ability to facilitate in your relationship everyone's being able to communicate absolutely about anything they about themselves or about anything in general, because there's no need to keep secrets. These three things cannot be facilitated in a closed relationship format of relationship. You can't love them unconditionally, because by definition it'll be conditional. It has to have sexual exclusivity, otherwise you cannot love them, which is, to me, is insane. Non-judgmental acceptance. We humans are humans, and we evolved to be non-monogamous, and we have to be able to facilitate that. How do you facilitate non-monogamy in a relationship? And open communication. You can communicate about absolutely anything, even your attraction and desire for someone else. And this concludes today's video. Hopefully they get some value out of that. Inspire confidence into other people by knowing what you're talking about, knowing yourself, and communicating the truth about yourself. And the truth about what you know, because what you know is good enough. You don't need to make shit up. Share this video with other people. It'll help them. You'll help make the world a better place for all of us. Talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.